Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm in the basement once again and we are tackling this side of the closet in the storage room. I'm ready to really take back this house and reclaim this whole space, and I'm taking you with me. So if you enjoy decluttering, simplifying, and minimizing motivation, definitely consider hitting that subscribe button. Join my family here on YouTube, where over the past few weeks I've been sharing my decluttering journey down in this basement as we aim to reclaim my space back. This is the spot in the basement where we are going to really dive deep in and eliminate as much as I possibly can. The past few videos you would have seen how I went from two sides being filled with teaching things to now only having this one side, but yet it's still cluttered and crammed with a bunch of things I'm probably not going to need. So we're going to take down the bins one at a time, go through and simplify each of them and empty out this space completely. The rest of the room is looking a lot better. This is what the room looks like right now. I'm going to move a lot of this stuff to the side, and that way everything that's in this closet right on this side I can take out and not put back in, and that way we can have a nice clean slate to work with. So come along and join in the fun and declutter alongside with me. Let's take back this basement and take back this whole entire house so that we can live a more simple and minimal life in 2025. All this stuff is just going in an empty bin. Painting stuff. I forgot to donate this tree when I brought my donations. I emptied the first shelf of this bookcase, and we're going to go through and see what we're keeping and what we're getting rid of. I'm aiming to get rid of 50% of this stuff. I feel like I've already gotten rid of probably 30% of all my teaching things, but I really need to narrow it down because, like my whole house, I don't want my classroom to feel cluttered, and I have to be realistic if I'm using it or not. So let's go through all this stuff and see if I can simplify it down, things that I need and not simply just want. Okay, this I bought for a center, never used. The same with these, was Lego tape for Legos, but I never used it. These game pieces I will keep. Kinetic sand can be donated. I can donate these parts. And these Mr. Sketch markers I'm going to take. So, I am going to take these to school because I do have a spot already for game pieces. So they do not need to be stored here at home. I am taking this whole bin to school. So we'll put this as, and that pad, because I do need that. Okay. So all this stuff I am donating. I should get something to put it in. This bin we're going to use for donations. I have, erasers. I do use, I like these. Yes. Okay. These are going to school. But I don't need these little leaves. I think I was using these for counters, but I have Halloween ones we could use during Halloween, and I have Valentine's, I have hearts, I have all these. Just the mini erasers for board games, different center activities. So I probably don't need these acrylic little mini leaves that I bought but never used. So we're going to donate those. These two bins are going to school with me. Here's another sign that can go. I redonated 2 other ones like that. For sure. Okay. These are listening center books. I am not getting rid of these. I am bringing these to school. Okay. So these, I do want them. I am not bringing them to school right now because I need to make room for them. I'm in the process of organizing my school cabinets and going through and relabeling everything. So I don't want to just bring a bunch of things in that I don't already have a spot for. So this I will be bringing because I do want to have a listening center in my classroom. So I am keeping those. This here are posters for like manners that I bought at the Dollar Tree when I was away a couple years ago, and I never used them, so I'm just going to donate them. And these are more listening center books that I am keeping. Okay. We have Junie B. Jones, Dog Man, Geronimo Stilton. I'm going to go through this bin and then decide which ones I want to keep. I want to keep those. Dog Man, I'm definitely keeping. These ones here, I think I'm going to part with the Rainbow Magic ones. Probably don't need these anymore. I'll keep the Junie B. Jones. Another Rainbow Magic. We have a few more. This Dragons, the Dragons of Wayward Crescent, I'm going to donate. Now, I have a bunch of these number books. These were from the dollar store. I think I'm going to keep these. 8, 9. Let's see. We have 8, 9, 7, 6, 4, 1. I don't have all. Okay, I'm going to get rid of these. Oh, that's number 1. I want to keep the number ones, but I'm going to get rid of all the letter ones. They just all slid. I haven't reached for them, so chances of me reaching for them are slim. Oh, these are math centers. Okay, we're keeping these. This is all. I recently went through this one. Okay, we're back with another pile of books. We got more. A listening center. This is. Okay, moving on to another bin. Let's see what goodies we have. Listening center books. More. I have a lot of books and CD. Okay, I want all these. This was center games that I did when I taught another school. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna get rid of this. Big problem, and the girl who eventually solved it. Let's see. This is a book about adjectives and adverbs. Okay, I'll keep that. This was an old lesson plan. Don't need that. Alphabet original copy sheets. I don't need any of this stuff. Here. This is. I have all this stuff online. So really, I don't need to hold on to the physical copies of it. Oh, there's the rest of that stuff. This stuff I can probably part with, and this I'm going to keep. I'm going to keep that. And we have another bin. Let's go through. Oh, this was the Arrow Pearl stuff. That I'm going to keep for now, but they will go if it comes down to something else. Because I'm already at 4 bins and I have a lot more to go, and I don't want to be the gatekeeper and the manager of all this stuff right now. I just don't have the time, and I don't want to have a pile of stuff that's not being used. I'm getting really overwhelmed. It's a lot of stuff. A lot. I don't want to do this. Okay, I'm gonna go get some more. I moved over to the other side because I feel like, I don't know, the lighting's just really bad down here anyway. Okay, so I have more bins. Like I mentioned, this is getting overwhelming. Okay. I know I spent a lot of time making these, but I never used them. And what's the point? They're just sitting here. I'm just getting rid of them. Okay. I'm just checking everything out of this bin. They're going. Bin is empty. Let's see what we're going to put back in it. Franklin. How many? Oh, I have these at school too. Not those exact ones, but I have. These are all. I've just been ruthlessly going through and not throwing out, but donating books. I completely emptied one bin and it's like nothing in it. And my second bin, I did 3 of them, and my second one is not full, and this one's not full either. So what I'm going to do right now, that's what I was just doing when I was going through them. I was just tossing them in front of me. This is what I'm dealing with right now. Mass chaos. And I am going to tidy this up a little bit, then go get some of those bins from the top. I think we're doing okay. It's overwhelming. Okay, I want to keep talking, man. Rosie's Nutcracker Dreams. Some of the books that were just not in a bin now have a home in a bin. And I know it's not the answer, switching books from bin to bin and just stuff shuffling, because that's what I feel like I'm doing for some of it. But on the other hand, I am getting rid of a lot. I can't wait to share with you at the end everything that I am parting with. I don't know if it will be 50% like I was hoping, but we're gonna do good. I know it. I have faith. But we need to bring some more bins down and go through those. I think I have one more here that I already brought down. Oops. Ever. Yes, I do. Okay, this one's gonna go. I want to have multiple copies of everything. I have one more bin here that I can go through. Yep, Arthur. And Curious George. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna keep these. Okay, moving on. I'm like in a mountain of books. I don't even know where to start. Like, I'm hardly sitting on this treadmill, and I'm afraid if I touch something, everything is just going to topple over. Let's start with this one. Thanksgiving, pumpkin. I have a lot of Halloween books already at school. Oh, more question. I think I have that. Okay, you're kind of stacked on top of my books, but I need to check because I don't want to have duplicates. Covered ones. Quotation. Question. Okay, no, I would use that one. Keep weather. We'll keep the who. I'm gonna get rid of these. I think I've gotten rid of 2 or 3 bins, which is still not enough. And right now it's not. I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 bins. No longer need these. Okay, I have a lot of my Bear books at school already. I'm gonna really have to make room in my classroom for some of these because I would use them. Okay, I had to pause the camera for a little bit because I was just swimming in books, but I decided I have a bunch of these stamps and things that I used to do for centers, and I haven't touched them since 2009, so I'm probably not going to use them. The only exception would be the magnetic letters. I am going to keep those, but everything else in here I'm just donating. Then I have a pile of books that I need to see if I have duplicates of. I know this doesn't look like I've accomplished a lot, but I really have, and I know it looks like I'm still keeping a lot because I have all these bins and those ones over there, but in my defense, this one right there is donations. Those two are donations, and that's a whole bin of trash. So I'm doing relatively okay. The closet, you could see what the closet looks like, which I'll show you in a minute. It's still a mess. I have two of the kids' memory bins that I need to take down and clear off, and there's one more bin of books. So here's the closet. The top two are completely emptied. Two memory bins and one more bin of books, plus a pile of random stuff. Just kind of stuffed into like whatever crevice you could find. And then on the bookshelf, we have just a few games, and that is another bin of, I think it's Geronimo Stilton books. But my goal is not to use this bookcase at all, because I actually want to just either get rid of it or move it out of this space. Because ideally, I'd like to use this closet as my seasonal decorations, and then use under the stairs for the pillows. I think the Christmas trees and everything would fit in perfectly here if we didn't have the bookcase, and then we could eventually get some doors, which would then, I could get rid of those and we could have this room for a purpose. So yeah, that's kind of the dream of this space. But in order to get there, I need to simplify and declutter more. I need to lower my inventory and manage less in order to have a stress-free system. Anyway, enough chatting. And yes, I'm still wearing my hat. If you watched any of my videos from previous years, this is my pink hat that I usually wear in the wintertime. But I think what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take everything off of that one shelf and just kind of pile it on the floor and go from there. There's the contents of that shelf, all stacked nicely on top of each other. I don't know what to do. I think maybe I'll start piling in the bins, these ones here, onto those two shelves, and then just kind of see what I have room left for. Here we stand, and you can see behind me the shelves are filled. I have all the shelves filled with bins of books and manipulatives and different like school things. But here lies the problem. I don't want to fill these shelves. There are still things I want to keep on said shelves, along with another bin right here that has books, and books right there. I also haven't gone through this bin yet, and we still have all this stuff to go through. So I'm going to have to think long and hard if what I have on the shelves is actually worth it. I think I've said in the past on some of my like different forums and groups on Facebook that I'm a member of, that even though we might love it, doesn't mean we have to keep it. And I think this is where I have to take my own advice. Even though I might love some books that I'm holding on to, I don't have the space. I limited myself to these 3 shelves. That's my container. I don't want to go over. So I'm going to have to really think hard on if everything that's in all those bins up there really means as much to me as the stuff that I might have down here. So that's what we're going to do now. I'm going to go through and decide what I want to keep from down here, and then I'm going to have to go and decide what I want to get rid of up there. Now, I do know for a fact that all of these games I want to keep. So I'm going to have to decide what I'm going to part with up here in order to get a bin to put all those in. Yeah. Okay, I'm not going to decide that right yet. Let's go through these books. Just propped you up there. Oh, these ones are great because they're phonics. Okay, this bin is a little overflowing, but I am getting rid of all these stuff. So it's overflowing, but we will fix that. Okay, I'm back down on the floor. I've been turning the camera off quite a bit during this process because I'm just overwhelmed with everything that I am doing. So this bin here that I have in front of me is all filled with Geronimo Stilton books. And I probably do not need as many as I have. I'm going to keep a few, and I think that would be enough for the kids if I get a group of students that are interested in them. But I don't think I need to hold on to all of them. There's also Magic Tree Host books, so I'll keep a few of those and a few of the Geronimo Stilton. Collecting these, thinking that I needed extensive libraries, when really the kids are just happy with few books. They don't need piles and piles of books. Okay, we have a bin. Let's start stacking them in. These are the keep, and these are the donate. All these are leaving, and it's nice because someone else will get to enjoy them instead of them just staying down here in the basement collecting dust. So I wanted to go through with you a few of the things that I am donating, because while the closet might seem like there's still a ton of stuff, and there is, I would like to minimize it a little more. But in the grand scheme of things, I'm getting rid of quite a bit of stuff. A lot of stuff that I never thought I would part with. So I have, let me count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the smaller to mid-size storage containers that I'm parting with, and they're filled with books and different classroom materials. This one here is one of the larger, and it has games and books and more books and more games. I have blocks that I'm getting rid of, and I didn't include that bin in the 7. Or this one, or this one. These are all going. I also have more books and more storage containers filled with classroom manipulatives that I'm just not using, and I've finally built up my decluttering muscles to a point that I'm getting rid of them. I also have that bin there that is filled with books, chapter books, picture books, etc. It's just all books. Then these 2 bins and this little stand, these 2 small containers, these 2 containers, these are the blocks. And then if you move over to this side, this is overflowing with Geronimo Stilton and Magic Tree Host chapter books. This one is, well, not overflowing, but it's filled to the top with picture books. I am parting with my entire Magic School Bus collection because I haven't touched them in many years, and they're so long and they're just not something I reach for. And these books here, I'm saying goodbye because I haven't referenced them in a few years. I'm also getting rid of that board game up there, which is a memory builder color and match block set. I don't need that. It's for more preschool to pre-primary, maybe primary, like kindergarten, but I don't foresee myself teaching kindergarten ever again. So that's going to go. The only thing left that I have to figure out is that small little pile right over there. The bin and the stack I do want. But then other than that, everything else in that closet is neatly organized and up there, and maybe I will go through it again, maybe I won't. But getting rid of 7 containers 2 are empty and the rest are filled with donations. Not quite the 50% that I was hoping for, but still a step towards a more simple and intentional closet. But I'm just going to end this video right now because I am simply out of stamina, out of steam, out of bandwidth. It's late. I've been at this for quite a while and my battery is going to die. It's red. But thanks again for being here and supporting me and my channel. If you enjoy decluttering, simplifying, and minimizing videos, then consider subscribing. Remember, I love and appreciate you all. Don't forget to come back next week when I am tackling the space even more. We will get there. Progress is progress. It's not perfect. It takes time. And remember, no matter how big or how small your decluttering projects are, you're one step closer to achieving that simplified home that you desire for 2025. Keep at it. I'm proud of you. You will get there. It's taken me quite a while to build up my decluttering muscles, but here I am, and I am excited to take you along on this journey. I will see you next week. If you need more motivation, check out this video here as well as this one over here, and you're sure to get lots more decluttering, simplifying, and minimizing motivation on my channel. Thanks so much. We'll see you next week. Bye, everyone. Okay, and I need to clean up this stuff because, whew, there is a lot. But I'm happy. I'm happy because we're really close.